Hey.
No Frank this week. Sam's not feeling good, and we hope he'll live. But if he doesn't, he's 102. Like he's not supposed to live. But guess who is alive? Me, our guest, and who's filling in for Frank, but also being himself because he's the greatest donkey in the world. Bobby, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Pat Oates Show with your weekly host, Pat Oates, and your co-host, Bobby Tamburo, and our special guest this week, the Red Baron. And our other special guest this week, DJ doesn't show up on time.
Oh, DJ lack of responsibility is not here. Where is he? No, he'll be jumping in on a second. Bobby, for those people that watch every week, that was a pretty on-spot Frank right there. Saying my name weird. Also pausing hard to say your name.
Clearing a nice little window.
I'm thinking every week, about an hour before the show, I send Frank, who's on the show. So he remembered you because he actually called me and went. So I say right? Like for last time, it's the Red Bear. You just say whatever you want to say, Frank. But yes. And I made sure I spaced out DJ LOS. So he didn't go DJ Loss. And I was like, oh no, it was definitely going to be DJ Loss. But by the way, here he comes now. So he'll be coming in a second. And but Frank, we should have him here. Hopefully, he'll be back next week. But
Bobby really reminds me of the drama and comedy Two Faces since he's playing Frank.
Yes. And now joining Bobby. There you go. Now joining us. Now you can give him his intro.
And put your hands together for our very special guest, DJ LOS.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on? Thank you for joining us. I hope your poop went well.
Oh, thank you. Pat Oates.
What's up? Gotta turn it up a little bit so we can hear you. I just took a shit before the show. Bobby said he might have to have diarrhea after the show
because he had ice cream.
Yeah. You know what, Bobby? Let's just get right into that. You tell us what you told me before this started, because I think we have people here that will support you.
I just said I was feeling fat and depressed because I went.
No, you said I did a fat, depressed guy thing. So I thought like you texted a girl you knew in high school, or you tried to put on pants that used to fit or something, and you told me.
No, I didn't. I was feeling depressed about a girl. You nailed that one. And so instead, I went and got ice cream. I got ice cream by myself from an ice cream truck, like a real Mary.
Like a real cool guy. Are you kidding me? You nothing wrong with ice cream truck time. You guys, COVID.
You can make that argument all you want, but until you're walking down the street eating a cherry dip soft serve by yourself, you don't know what lame feels like. I went up to the guy and was like, "Can I get one of those?" He was like, "Are you by yourself?" No, you're gonna be a weirdo.
Bobby, you're coming in a little hot.
Yeah.
But you know what it is? It's you're fired up from all that dairy. I don't know if you saw my tweet this week, Bobby. That's giving me a lot of attention. But I wrote a tweet that's all about this. I said, I've never slid into a DM, but I have sauntered into a DQ. I got no problem, none, going to get ice cream by myself. If an ice cream truck comes, I'm not really an ice cream truck guy. I'd rather have a little pint of ice cream or something. But I'd go get me one of those like toasted almond bars or some shit like that, old school.
Yeah.
Creamsicle. You can't just go get a creamsicle. Why can't we enjoy this? Why does that make you a Mary? Because you're gonna have a sweet treat. You deserve it, Bobby.
In line with a bunch of little kids.
Well, yeah, that part's
yeah.
The part with kids is tough.
Have a kid.
Listen, Bobby,
they're like,
you
is this
slap
for your
the
little
kids.
Daughter?
Yeah, you slap the kids, or you take their ice cream, like a man.
If your definition of lame is walking down the street eating an ice cream cone, I think we all have very different definitions of lame.
I think that's known as heaven.
Are you skipping while you're licking it?
And what song is in your head while you're skipping? That's a big deal right there.
I think it was a Wild World.
Oh,
it was one of those days, man.
That's good. If it was like
also, hang on a second. I got to defend myself here, Pat. I got to defend myself, Mr. Barron. I'm going to check your street cred. If you don't think walking around eating ice cream by yourself is lame, you're the rapper, man. You're supposed to be fucking bitches, getting money, and telling people who eat ice cream by themselves they're lame.
That's not the lamest thing you can do.
That's a fair point. I'll take that. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let me off the hook. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's not rap from nowadays. Now they're sensitive. They can talk about their feeling. They can have an ice cream.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
probably
now
some
Pat's a
rappers-
dairy and a hip hop expert. Here we go.
I'll guarantee you that Travis Scott skips down the street fucking eating snow cones like a motherfucker.
Snow cones would have been dope.
Oh, yeah, snow cones would have been dope. If you said snow cone with the little gumball
Yeah.
at the bottom, that would be some shit.
Exactly. Everybody would have been on board.
Wow,
What did
sucking on an icicle? Is that really what was going down?
Yeah,
No, it was just a soft serve,
that's what's wrong with that.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
can't
it's
get
fine.
soft serve at home.
That's
It's
true.
better than going to McDonald's and walking out weird.
That's true.
People judge you when you don't get McDonald's. You get ice cream there or just coffee there. They're like, "What the fuck's wrong with you? Why don't you know
Yeah,
where to get?"
everybody knows the ice cream at McDonald's is always like kind of funky.
Yeah, it comes in a bag.
Yeah.
It does. It's
Nobody
a
wants
big,
bagged
it's a
ice
big
cream.
liquid bag, and they just dump it into the machine. It just swirls around. It's not dairy at all. It's just a bag.
That's lame. Bagged
Yeah.
ice cream is lame.
Bagged ice cream is. It looks like a colostomy bag. It's just that's what it is. It just melted down old people, and then you're eating. it.
I think you guys have convinced me. Between episodes, I'm going to go grab another ice cream cone.
You know what would make ice cream even better? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I don't want to Silk City on my ice cream at all. But yeah, I would go for an ice cream. Like I said, I'm not a cone person. 'Cause it drips on your hand and shit. I mean, if I did, I would do a big waffle cone. I'd rather a waffle bowl.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Yep.
waffle bowls of the shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
What would your
Well,
ideal
you
ice
have
cream
a
be,
bowl
Pat?
like taco bowl, waffle bowl guy, like the KFC mixing giant bowl bullshit in there.
Oh my God, it's the
that
best.
guy was the shit.
What do you mean was? It's still available?
No, that guy who said, "Let's put shit in a bowl." Like
Oh,
the guy who
okay.
had,
Yeah.
that you're the one guy who seemed lame. Everyone's like, "You're not just gonna eat it separately." He's fuck you. I put it all in a bowl. I'm
Oh,
an
thank
animal, and I eat it. that way." And then he told everyone, and they're like, "You know what? We're gonna make fun of him, but let's all do this."
Thank God, dude, because I thought you were about to tell me they got rid of the KFC Big Bowl, and I was just going to jump out the 18 flights of this is.
They
What
can't.
more do I have to live for at that point?
Do you know how many meth addicts go to KFC and they can't chew good? They have to keep that bowl going. You know what I
Get
mean?
me.
When you can't chew on that crispy skin, and you don't want that original skin. I like the original skin, but it's like wet rat. You know what I mean? It's got too much of a weird spice thing. I'm not sure it's there. You throw all that shit in a bowl with that gravy is fucking crack. That is some. I don't care what you say. Popeyes is great with other stuff, but their gravy don't step up to KFC's gravy. That's it's just pepper and fucking goodness.
And KFC can figure out how to get enough in demand when people want it. It's not the goddamn iPhone of fast food chicken. People waiting outside getting into fist fights out front. They just like, people want chicken. We got it.
Listen, they could do that, but when you have a racial overlord as your mascot, you can't have lines. You know what I mean? That's the problem.
How has he gotten a pass this long? Like, we know what he was a colonel of. It certainly wasn't the Union Army.
They canceled everybody else, but
Yeah.
Colonel
I know.
Clan member is
If
just
you make
sitting
good
there
enough
in a
food,
white
you'll
suit
never be
chilling.
canceled.
That is a good point. They're like, yeah,
Remember.
the racism's bad, but damn, if those 17 herbs and spices aren't great.
I mean, the commercials should seriously be it's a Mississippi burning. There's a black guy with a noose around his neck, and then sweat's coming out of him. And what's that sweat? They go, that's the 17 herbs and spices. It's
Oh,
coming
no.
right out of that guy.
Oh,
We put it right on the chicken. He's like, I died for a good cause. Oh, man. So, Bobby, don't feel sad. At least you didn't get hung by a tree.
That is true.
What kind of soft? Was there a dip on it or just regular?
Yeah,
vanilla
it was a
cone?
cherry dip chocolate soft serve because
gay.
I went
I might
all
didn't realize
out.
cherry dip. That's gay. My bad. You didn't say cherry dip. That's the worst of the dips. It doesn't even taste like cherry. It tastes like cough syrup.
It was the only one he had ready to go, boss. That's what he said.
Ah,
Yeah, but he's not. Is he dipping live?
Yeah,
He's back there dipping.
Yeah,
is
he's
he
dipping.
dipping live?
these trucks don't play around. They make milkshakes and shit. Some girl
Really? I
tried to
haven't
cut
been
in
to an
line
ice cream
to
truck
ask
in
a
a
question.
while.
Say that again.
I haven't been to an ice cream truck in a while because my kids are grown. But like,
See,
like-
that's the part I was talking about. You just said it because my kids are grown. You
but
haven't
I
been to an
have
ice cream truck.
kids. If I went now, I'd be recruiting new ones. You don't have any. You're established as a man who's a loner and a rebel. I can't go out there like that.
That is true. I am a Zarathustra's child. I do
But
what I
you
want.
do look like somebody who would be like a big brother in a YMCA program. Like that, you have that kind of look. So you could just go there scouting.
I'm like the big brother who's like, "Hey, Max, heard you've been having some trouble in school. Let's stop the Adderall. Let's start smoking pot.
Yeah.
You want an
Then
ice
the chicks
cream?
will like you, and you're funny. You like ice cream? Yeah.
Hey, is your mom single, Max? It's like, you want to chill while I fuck your mom?
You ever seen where the stepbrother fucks the stepmom porn? That's what we're about to do.
You ever get stuck in a washer machine? Oh wait, not you. I'm sorry. I mean your mom. Never mind. I'm gonna put you in a washer machine so I can fuck your mom. How's that? You stay
She
there
sits
for-
on top of it and you're stuffed inside of it.
Yeah. Oh my god. My cousin, that happened to, it was my cousin. I forget who it was. Well, no, it was a buddy of mine. They got stuck in a dryer when we were little. And someone like stood in front of it and like wouldn't let him out. And we were little, but that's terrifying. You're in
Whoa.
there. Yeah.
Your
So when I
cousin's a
was
psycho
confusing
now
when I
because
was
of
like
you.
me and my cousins, my grandfather lived on a beach, and right in the sand, and we were digging a huge hole, and we had like this big rafting. So we went in the hole. We are all scared. And my older cousin's like, "Oh, go in there." It was like 6-7 feet deep. We're like 3 feet tall. Puts us in there and then puts the raft over it and walks away. And we were like, and we touched the side of the sand and it started caving in. And we're like, we're gonna die. It was like 5 minutes terrified. Then he finally pulled us out. I'm like, he's like, just fun. I'm like, I'm shitting myself. I'm holding my glass bottle of Yoo-Hoo, all happy on the beach, and I'm crying. Yoo-Hoo's some bullshit too. That's not
Yeah.
even dairy. That's just
Yeah.
chocolate water.
Mhm.
That's been around forever.
Yep.
Bobby, you like Yoo-Hoo?
I'm a chocolate milk guy.
Yeah, I'm not a chocolate milk guy, but if I'm gonna drink a chocolate beverage, I want milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna drink a flavored milk, though, it's probably gonna be strawberry.
Yeah, because no, I like it. I've never. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's really going in chocolate milk to make it like natural and good. Like it's all
Hershey's
bullshit
chocolate
regardless. But strawberry milk, there ain't no strawberries in that shit. That is not. There's not one bit of fruit in strawberry milk.
Yeah, I'm not drinking strawberry milk because I think it's overly healthy, Pat.
Yeah.
I'm drinking it 'cause I slowly want to kill myself from the diabetes.
I'm not talking about the health. I'm worried about the wizardry that's happening in making strawberries. Now, I just really thought about it. Like, how the fuck do they make it taste like strawberries when there's no strawberries? It's just powder. That's all it is. And you also I haven't smoked weed in a long time, but I had a high thought the other day. When my daughter was making some mac and cheese, like the regular Kraft blue box with the powder. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh man, that's just cheese Kool-Aid. That's all that is. That's what it is. You're gonna pack it, you pour, you add shit. Now it's cheese. Like just like you want some grape drink. Fuck that. Who's making powdered cheese? How come that guy's not ruining the world? He made powdered cheese.
Better
All
than
right,
that.
so DJ, do I call you LOS? Do I call you,
You call me
lack of showing up on time? What do I call you?
You call me Los.
Los. Okay, perfect. Now, this show, I don't know if you know this, but Baron's been on before. We bring up topics, we kick it to you guys, and we decide who the piece of shit is in each topic. I'll read a story, we'll do all that stuff. But
Oh,
I think the
great.
first story is, here it is. Young Bobby wanted some ice cream. All he wanted to do was make his day good. His heart was sad. He was not feeling the best. So he heard the magical music of an ice cream truck. He went out there. We've all been taught it. He went out there. He's a slave to the rhythm. He went out. He went to get a cherry dip. He went to go get him some. And now, because society makes us feel as a cis white man can't just go out and hang out where children hang and go somewhere where pedophiles flourish to have a sweet treat because he wasn't diddled as a kid and he'd like to be diddled now and no one's diddling him. Why can't he be out there and have a cherry dip? Who's the piece of shit in this story? Is it Bobby for wanting some ice cream? Is it the ice cream man for being a fucking pedophile or whatever, at least a merchant to the kid touching? Is it pedophiles who've ruined ice cream for everybody? Is it fucking kids? What are you doing running outside? There's a pandemic. Put your mask on. You're going to die. It's time for white adults to be in line for the ice cream. You've had your turn. Bobby, go first.
Yeah, I think it's me.
All right.
You shouldn't go get ice cream. I'm almost 30 years old. If I want ice cream, go buy some Ben and Jerry's like a goddamn adult.
No, because that's what the world wants you to do.
Yep.
Why should you have to fucking cower down to the man? Ben and Jerry, who the fuck are they? Some fake guys that just hang out in Vermont, supposedly? Fuck
Some gay
them.
couple in Vermont.
Yeah, they're supposed to be black. That's who is supposed to own everything now. You can't support gay men in Vermont. Not anymore. That was last year. So
That
you
was the
should have-
90s.
Yeah, fuck them. And their stupid, I taste like Stephen Colbert's nutsack and cream, whatever their ice cream flavor is. No one needs that shit.
Yeah, can I change my answer? Ben and Jerry's the piece of shit.
Fuck
Ben
you,
and Jerry's.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Who the fuck
Fuck 'em.
are you? Jerry Garcia? No, you're dead. Who's Ben? Ben Dover? Fuck your ice cream. Yeah, take that. You've made it. And a pint? Who the fuck? I have to eat 2 pints just to chill. Make a gallon, you fucks. You can do it. You can do it. What the fuck? Baron, who's the piece of shit in Bobby's story?
After careful consideration and your explanation, I'm definitely going with the kids in this one.
Yeah, fuck the kids. No, don't no.
Don't
Jesus
fuck the
Christ.
kids. but-
Whoa.
Tell the kids to fuck off, but don't
Yeah.
make love to them.
Yeah.
I wonder if one pedophile's like, "Do you fuck kids?" He's like, "No, I make love to them." I would never fuck. I'm an animal. No.
No.
In high
There's
school,
no
somebody
loss.
took my phone and texted a girl and was like trying to fuck. And I didn't see it till later. And she was like, "Excuse me, I don't fuck, I make love." And I was like, "Well, I'm gonna try it." Trying to make love. And she was like, "No."
Yeah,
Oh.
see, she fucked that up. 'Cause it's
No,
not
she was great.
trying to. You don't try to make love.
You just
make
do
love.
it.
You try to fuck. And you're
Yeah.
like, no, be sweet. You're like, all right, now I'm
Good
making
point. I
love.
never thought of it on that level. Thanks, Pat.
Yeah, you're welcome. You should have brought her a cherry dip. And then she would have gone, "Thanks, gay friend. Let's go talk about boys."
That one hit way too close to home. DJ Los, who's the piece of shit in this story?
The ice cream man, no doubt, because he's peddling whatever narcotics he has, and he's like trying to front like he's selling ice cream, but he's really like taking pictures of his dick and showing them to the kids.
Yeah, how much money do you think he's really pulling in? 'Cause you
Off
gotta buy-
ice cream? Not that much. Off
No.
drugs? Probably a lot.
Right.
How
but
do I
if you
order
just
the
try to go
drugs?
straight ice cream. If you try to go straight ice cream right now, and like Bobby said, they now have to do everything. It's not back in the day. You just had a SpongeBob and the Spider-Man and all that shit. You gotta have big milkshakes. You gotta step it up. You gotta have you gotta have lactose intolerant ice cream. You gotta have shit without nuts separated so the kids like have allergies. Can't be. You gotta do all this shit. Spend all this money. You gotta have a truck. You gotta keep it licensed. You gotta have. I think you have to have a license to fuck kids. I'm not sure, but all this stuff. And you're not. And the overhead's terrible. Bobby, what did you pay for a cherry dip?
$6.
Oh wow! Wow! Oh man, maybe it is rough out there now. $6 for a cherry dip. I think
Yeah,
Dairy
Starbucks.
Queen charges $4, and they're better than that.
And
It's
the
because
worst
he
part
did it.
was-
It's because he did it live.
yeah.
No, it's because he's an adult.
that
That guy's
worst
like,
part
"Yo,
was-
dude, shame costs $2."
I finished the ice cream cone. The cone didn't have any ice cream in it. I finished all the
Yeah,
ice
they
cream.
do that
Oh.
shit.
He
You
just
see the
ripped me the
cross.
fuck off.
The cross is
Yeah.
styrofoam
Ooh.
staring at you, and there's nothing in
Yep.
there. That's the
Yup.
bullshit.
Oh,
That's that soft serve shit. It's like cement.
Yeah. You gotta
It
get
doesn't
that shit.
drip in.
Mm-mm.
You got to tell the guy, shove that shit in.
Yeah, dude.
push
You're
it in.
right.
I
I'm
want you to
hoping he's
take
still
your
He's
there
a
by the time we're done with
pedophile.
this
He should know to
episode.
shove it in.
Yeah, you should say, "Hey, ice cream man, instead of fucking kids, take your cock out and mush your cock right into that ice cream. Shove it in the
Fuck this cone for me.
I'm more importantly, how do I order these drugs, Mr. Los,
Yeah.
that you seem to think this guy has? Because that would make this a lot more fun of an experience if I left with a cherry dip and an 8-ball.
I mean, you might come up to the wrong guy, and he goes, "Whoa, drugs? I don't peddle drugs. I'm a
I'm gonna tell you the
I'm a
guy I was talking
pedophile.
to
I
did
don't
not
peddle
sound like that.
drugs."
Maybe no, it's like, "Are you trying to sell drugs?" Like, "I'm not trying. I'm selling
am.
drugs."
I
No,
don't
it's like-
try. I do.
I actually know 2 people who at one point were ice cream men, and both of them were selling drugs.
Oh, would they?
Without
Did they have a code?
No, they had on their phone with the app, you could follow the ice cream truck, and then they would just let people know, "Find me where you're at." And I know this is gonna sound like I'm shitting on you, and I'm not. And I just realized what it is. They basically knew if an adult was by themselves.
I told you it was weird.
I totally forgot that was the signal. They're like, yeah, if you're not with kids, you're here to get drugs. So
Like, can I get a cherry dip and 2 perk 30s? Thanks.
No, basically, you would order whatever, and then while you're putting the money in, you would just throw a piece of paper with the money, and it would say what you wanted. So you'd buy like an ice cream sandwich, and then you'd say what you wanted to get, and then they would just throw it back in with the ice cream with you.
Yep.
And no one's stopping that, and even the police don't give a fuck. You're still doing a survey. You shut the last thing nowadays. No one cares, but years ago when people were out and having fun in the summer, the last thing you want to do as a cop is shut down the ice cream man.
Save Mr. Softy.
Yeah. The cops are locking them up. You're like, what the fuck? Kids are crying. You look like you can't do it as a cop. You got to let it go. So what? He's selling little weed. So what? Yeah, no one's buying like hardcore shit from the ice cream man.
Well, I mean,
he's got to be trafficking somebody. You got that sweet ride. No one's going in. Oh yeah, there's trafficked folk in there. Adults too. That's
he's a human trafficker.
Oh, this is an adult woman. What's she doing in here? She deserves it.
He actually works for Wayfair.
Yeah. You can get a cherry dip at a desk.
Named Sheila or some shit.
But Bobby, but you got to feel good. You had ice cream. I want an ice cream now.
Yeah,
coming by.
I mean, I'll be honest. Today was cleavage day. That's why I got it as a celebratory thing.
What?
Cleavage day,
Cleavage day?
You know what that is, right?
No.
I know what cleavage is.
It's the first nice day of the summer where all the girls cannot wait to get out and show off their cleavage.
Oh, I call it Puerto Rican going to Target Day.
It's way wordier than cleavage day. That's not a better answer.
No, Puerto Rican going to Target Day because those girls come out there like, I'm thirsty, I'm ready, and they put on their best flip-flops, their tightest fucking stretch pants, and a halter top that's showing the 8 rolls, and they're in Target, and they ain't buying shit. They're just looking for a man. Any guy who doesn't have 14 kids behind him and a girl and is shopping and can spend money that's not on a fucking food stamp, they are all over that shit right there in that Target, looking, putting out their best shit. The second you can see a woman that looks like 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound Speedo bag, that's time. You know, spring happened.
They're walking into Target presenting.
Yes, they are the Target, and the Target is having an 18th kid.
I'm going to go spray on a bunch of cologne and head over to a Target, see what I can pull me.
You don't need to. Just go to Target, you grab a bottle of Axe body spray off the shelf and spray it on yourself.
Shit, yeah. It's like the scent that deer hunters put on to attract deer. It's just Axe body spray.
You ain't never seen white trash treat Target like it's a fucking Whole Foods. They go around sampling everything. I've seen that shit. Putting on
They've got their 4 outfits for the week. They're spraying each one with a different scented cologne so it smells good.
Putting on new sneakers, putting the old sneakers in the box to pay for it later, and walking around in the new sneakers in the Target, getting that mileage on, and then returning it a minute later, the old box with the old shoes in it, with the receipt you just bought. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've seen that shit. That's some good shit. So, Bobby, you should feel good. You should. You deserve it.
Thanks,
you deserve
man.
an
I've
ice
been working
cream.
hard lately.
Frank, you're lucky Frank's not here.
No, I am lucky.
Frank would have called you gay 100 times.
Oh, yeah.
Cherry dip? What are you, a fruit? Like, that would have been. Then he would have laughed at fruit and cherry or things. It would have taken him 10 minutes later. But then he would have told you how he used to own an ice cream truck, but inside they did nothing but sell cocaine. And they sold cocaine to like Obama. And then he fucked Michelle Obama, but kinda, because she had a cock. That would have been the whole story. Would have been good stuff. But all right. Now,
so one time I'm sitting there and I'm like, Jerry, I got a vanilla dipped cone for you. And then it's just him getting blown in the back of the ice cream truck. That's how the story would end.
Remember, Bobby. Almost getting blown.
Getting blown.
Like he told us, I don't get laid, I almost get laid. I'm like, sure. All right. Kindergarten teacher busted for cocaine during recess. This story's talking about.
During recess?
A kindergarten teacher in Virginia has been arrested while her students were at recess after a substance suspected to be cocaine was found in her desk, authorities said. Sybil Billy, which is a fucking sweet name, 46 of Chesterfield County, was taken into custody last week at Lakeview Elementary School after administrator contacted to a resource officer about possible drugs. The office spoke with Billy and found what appeared to be cocaine in her classroom desk. Division Superintendent William Strophe said that students were at the recess when she was taken into custody and the arrest was handled tactfully, in quotes, which I don't know what the fuck that means. It wasn't beat the shit ever. The safety of our students is top priority. We will continue to follow school board policies and procedures throughout this process. Families with any concerns or who may need additional support during this time may contact Lakeview Elementary School, she said in a statement. She's not the worst lady. I don't have a picture to share here. She's not the ugliest, but she's had better times. She looks like
Oh.
she looks like a decent version of David Spade. You know, a lot of women. She looks like a better David Spade, so it's okay. We are continuing to cooperate with the Colonel Heights Police Department during their investigation. Billy was booked on felony possession of cocaine. The outlets reported she is being held without bond until her next court date, June 2nd. One of her students' parents, Kelly Gagnon, said that she had a conversation with her daughter about how sometimes adults make mistakes. Sometimes adults' mistakes are a little bigger. We can't just go stand in timeout. Billy will get the help that she needs, Gagnon told WRIC. She was a great teacher. My daughter enjoyed having her so much. Who's the piece of shit in the story? Is it the teacher for bringing cocaine to your classroom? Even if you're doing cocaine or you sell cocaine, that's your job. You can't bring cocaine to your kid's job. You have a kid job. What are you doing? If you were working in a high school, I'd get it. You can sell cocaine to the kids. These are elementary school kids. Lunch money's not going to get you cocaine. Like, that's not enough money. Is it the superintendent for saying we handle it tactfully, which isn't because she's still on bond? They didn't handle it tactfully. They're throwing the book at that. That should be something where she's just waiting to go to court. They're saying that she was arrested. I'm sure she was dragged the fuck out, made an example. Yeah. Isn't that goddamn parent right there, Kelly, for going, sometimes adults make fuck, this ain't about you. Some bitch has lost her job. You're trying to act like you're a good parent, and a minute later you said we thought she was a great teacher. You didn't even know that bitch is on cocaine. You're at a PTO meeting, the teeth are going and she's all grinded and shit. She's all looking around. If your kid's on Ritalin and the teacher's matching it with the same energy, she's on some shit. You should have known that stuff. Is it the police for even making this a big fucking deal? Okay, yes. Are the kids doing drugs? Do we read one thing about any kid be on cocaine?
No.
Anyone say any kid got hurt? No, they did not. The teacher is doing some dumb shit. Yeah, they're dummies. Of course they are. They're teachers. It's a stupid fucking job. Why would you be a teacher? The internet is smarter than you. We've proved that in 2021. You can be replaced. Your job's over. Just do cocaine. Get an ice cream route.
Yeah.
Red, who's the piece of shit?
The police, because if you're gonna deal with kids all day like that, you got to have something to keep you up and match their energy. And when I was in 11th grade, I had an English teacher named Miss Jordan, and she was a huge drunk. Like every day would come into class, and she had like a coffee cup, and she always had wine in it all the time.
Nice.
And what made it funny was her son was in that. You ever heard of that band Matchbook Romance? I don't know if you're familiar.
No, I haven't.
But they were like a big band at the time, and everybody was like, oh, it's the rock star's mom, and she was fucking just going all the time.
I had a teacher named Mrs. Tolbo. Hey, Mrs. Tolbo, this was was it freshman year? Yeah. She was a drunk too. And she had like this weird little accent. Like, hello. Like it was like almost Miss Doubtfire like. We don't know what it was. And then she was always this older lady, and she had a coffee cup too. And no one knew it was in it. We always knew she was getting a little wacky by the end of the day. And then one time she was like this prim, proper lady who wear little dresses and stuff. But one day we saw her riding a 10-speed in, and we're like, oh shit, she got a DUI. Like that's what, you're in a dress like Mary Poppins riding a 10-speed. She had to bring her bike into the classroom, and then she got called away. So I went over to her cup and I smelled them like something's up. So there was a younger kid in the class, and I was a delinquent, so I would have to be in class with younger people. So I was just like, yo, you Billy, go drink that. So he sniffed it. He said, he goes, tastes bad. But so I took a sip, and it was whiskey in her fucking coffee, and she was still chilling with the DUI. And then another kid in my class, Luke, he grabbed the 10-speed and just took off down the hallway. And the teacher came back in a minute later, and she's like, where's my bicycle? And then we see by the window outside Luke just fucking riding by on her bike, waving, going, hello, and just yelling. And you need that shit. We all did. We all took our test later. We all listened to her. We're like, you know what? This bitch is pretty rock star. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The one she wants to drink a little. She's responsible. She's not driving. She's riding a bike. Let her have some fun.
We had Mr. Good. He would he was a lawyer who got caught embezzling money, but put it in a 401k. So he had to retire legitimately to get the money. And he would go in between periods and stand across the street and smoke cigars in between periods every day. But he'd come in and we'd be like, Mr. Good, cigars don't smell like skunks. You smell like a skunk, Mr. Good. What's going on? And he'd be like, shut up. Best teacher we ever
just tell you
had.
to shut up.
Yeah, he didn't give a shit.
That weed didn't work on him. He wasn't
Dude,
even.
I didn't realize it. I didn't realize it till years later. I had this high school English teacher named Mr. Berger, and he was like this real hippy dippy guy. And anytime anybody made a comment or it was like in a book or something about weed, you would always hear him just belly laugh.
Lois, did you have a teacher that was a horrible person, or did you go to a good school?
Yeah, I had two drunks. The first drunk is Miss Bailey,
Nice.
and we would tape Bailey's Irish Cream on her door because one time she caught a DUI, like a DUI or DWI,
Nice.
and I remember the kid that did it, Chris Ong. If he's listening, shit to Chris Ong. He taped the police report or whatever that was in the newspaper on her door, and then he kicked it up a notch. He cut out where it said Miss Bailey and then put the Bailey's Irish Cream logo, and yeah, he got expelled and shit, but it was funny. And she kept up with the drinking.
Oh,
And her drink was like what is it,
Bailey's?
White Russian. Yeah,
Oh shit.
that was her drink.
By the way, shout out to your boy who was just like, fuck this. I'm putting that out there. Like, that thing's a ballsy kid because you do get hated. No girl's gonna fuck you. No girl you want to fuck's gonna fuck you when you do that because you're like, you look like a slime ball. You're gonna get the awful high school puss, that dirtbag girl. You're not gonna get the good girl because you're like, you think you look cool. They're like, why would you ruining that person's career? Like, oh yeah, maturity. Fuck, I'm not supposed to do this anymore.
Los, he was like your high school's DJ Academics.
Yeah. Oh, he was terrible. And
the
other drunk
who loved him and was like, this is bullshit. This is freedom of speech. You guys are censoring his freedom of speech because he hated Mrs. Bailey. He was like, fuck that bitch.
And then
Put
Bobby,
that
your
shit out
teacher
there.
turns and goes, shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
Who was the other drunk?
Miss Farr. And
You had some very generic teacher names.
yeah, no, she would get hammered while we were in class. She she was the science teacher. So she would just go, hold on a second, children, and then go to the door, open it, go in there, and come back. Hey, all right, as I was saying.
Nice.
She just would get more fucked up as the day would go. Like as the period would go on. Hold on a second. I got to get something for you guys. And she would never come back with anything. She'd just come back more shit faced.
Nah, she came back with something, a better ability to communicate. That's what that was. That was her just
Came
coming
back
out,
with
"I
more
can't
liquor in her
speak,
stomach.
But I
That's it."
think the superintendent is the piece of shit in that story.
Why?
Because the girl, she's at recess. You're gonna arrest her at recess. Every kid remembers recess. She's gonna. They're kindergartners. They're scarred for life.
But if you're gonna do cocaine, recess is a weird time because the kids are gonna come back tired.
No, it was in her desk. She
No,
didn't
but I'm
take.
saying, but that's what she. I mean, why did they know it was there? We didn't get that part, but think about it.
Somebody ratted.
I think someone
Yeah.
saw her going to the desk. She was gonna chop up a line during recess, I'm assuming. Why would they just find it?
Or she just put the straw in the fucking bag.
Oh, and she's using the straw, like, or maybe she's using a macaroni noodle, like when they make the kid art.
Ooh.
She started
Ooh.
through macaroni noodles.
Or she took the inside out of a pen real quick and was
Oh, nice.
She just, the problem was they probably told her, listen, stop huffing all the white out, okay? We're running through way too much. The budgets are down. She's like, I got to do cocaine. You guys won't let me have the white out or the fucking, that rubber cement glue. Remember that
yeah,
shit?
you guys won't let me sniff glue. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. What do I do? Teach these kids? Not doing that. By the way, outside, there's this guy trying to get a cherry dip. Give me his number. Bobby, you could fuck this lady.
Yeah.
He's actually a year older than me. You don't want that shit. But it's like, that's rough. 47 doing cocaine, teaching kids. That's Bobby. Don't feel bad about your life. This lady's 47 doing cocaine, teaching kids.
She's probably been fisted a number of times.
Oh yeah. Oh, and not even like by a small dainty man, by like a coal miner's hand. You know, like a tough fist. Like
by
the
the Thing from the Fantastic Four.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like a guy who's a trained puppeteer, like strong fucking hands.
She knew Jim Henson.
Imagine getting fisted by Jim Henson.
I would just do voices the whole time.
Hi-oh.
How do you like this fist right here?
He's just
Hey, you like it? You can get it pretty sore.
He's doing all the characters.
Waka.
He's like, he walked in. He's just got a harem of whores all laid out. They're all missionary style, legs spread up. Their assholes are gaping. And his wife walks in and goes, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Practicing for tomorrow." It's like, I forgot my puppets. I had to pay these whores so I can get ready for the big Sesame Street finale. Mr. Hooper's closing down the grocery store. I can't just do it on my own. I've got to get some work in. Waka. He says, his arms are just covered in shit and sweat. Like, Waka.
She's like, "Jim, I think it's time for a divorce."
Yes. Well, she's like, "Wait a minute. What's that Muppet money again?" Okay. You know what the piece of shit is in this story? It's the teacher. And not for the cocaine. It's for the stuff you don't even care anymore. You wanted to get caught. That's what this is. That in this day and age, when you're a teacher, teachers are waiting to get a fucking mugshot. Think about how many teachers have mugshots now. We've all seen it. So many, usually in Florida, but most of them from fucking kids or whatever, they don't want to quit. Because if they quit, then it's like, oh, you couldn't handle teaching. You're not good. Because teachers are the second braggiest person in the room. It's a tie between troops and teachers when you take a job. And now I'm not saying that's not noble and all that. And I'm not trying to get mad at troops. But a lot of them, Bobby's getting upset. Bobby needs another cherry dip. Bobby's got a hangover. But it's one of those jobs where you don't even ask what they do for a living. They just go, "Hi, I'm Sally. I'm a fucking teacher." Or "I'm Joe and I'm a fucking troop." It's like, I didn't fucking ask. You know what I mean? Like, all right, do your thing. But they
it's
all
2021. Sally could be the troop and Joe could be the teacher too, Pat.
Yeah. Enjoy your gay army. Where are we? Canada? I'm not going there.
That's the best army to have to fight ISIS.
Yeah, just a bunch of loud women.
They're all afraid of them.
just like rain dildos on them instead of like dropping
a
bombs on them.
Reminder
just throw
of what
dildos.
they're fighting for. They're just like, "We told you they're awful." See,
just a bunch of Ernest Borgnine looking women filing out of a plane, just like flying down, yelling "Ellen" as they fucking dive to them. Oh, dude, that'd be the shit. Oh, I wouldn't fight them at all. The ISIS would be like, "It's over. It's fine. We take this is our 9/11."
They just put their heads in the sand and they just give up.
That's what we should do to them. For our 9/11, we find two of their stupid huts and we just throw a fat lesbian at it and it scissors the two huts and knocks it down one at a time. Like, was it a conspiracy or did it really fall down one at a time from the giant lesbian scissor to our fucking hut? Cave or whatever the fuck they have. Yeah. So yeah, the woman's the piece of shit.
I agree.
You're coking your asshole like a real woman.
I agree to a point. It's like, you're a teacher. Keep your coke at home. There's Adderall.
Yeah. The kids have drugs now.
Yes.
Do their drugs.
Yes.
I don't think the kids can bring their drugs in.
why?
I'm sure the nurse has something.
Because they liberated the people, but they have some serious questions about police brutality and how it's handled in the Middle East.
Yeah.
They've decided to stick around and take on those issues.
Imagine that. Oh, dude, that video would be great. There's a fucking ISIS guy. He's holding a reporter's head. He's about to chop his head off. And then the Karen comes in and goes, "Excuse me."
You are on camera. You are on notice.
Do you see? I'm recording. I see. I'm kind of. And it's like, oh my God. It's like, Karen's like, that's not
himself in the head. He doesn't know what to do.
That's not even the right. Oh, did you see that video? I wish I had. Oh my God. The guy punching himself in the fucking head because a black guy told him he was wrong. A black guy's like, what are you doing? You don't even know what you're doing. And this guy just grabs his fists and starts punching himself in the fucking face with his mask still on, like knocking himself out, going, I'm terrible. And it's like, what's happened to young white kids now because they don't know what to do because they've been told that being white is terrible is they're just punching the fuck out of themselves. And I'm happy. I love my kids and I'll never do that. But man, do I like watching kids punch themselves. I hate any kid getting hurt unless they're punching themselves in their job. My kid, his kid's like 20 something. He's not like a child.
Yeah, late 20s.
Yeah, he had a job, like a job at a hotel or something.
So he went all like Fight Club on himself.
Yeah, and everything underneath and all the memes is just Fight Club pictures of him punching the fuck out of himself. Oh,
Hey Pat, I thought the piece of shit was the federal government. I know he skipped me, but I just wanted you to know I thought it was the federal government.
We were going to close
for
out
legalizing cocaine.
How dare we skip you? You're a closer.
You're always our closer, Pat. Even without Frank here,
No,
you're the closer.
You're the closer. We need the epic shot of diarrhea at the end.
Yeah, we talked about. You spoiled it. I wasn't on the air. Damn it! Now they know. No, because you had a big day with your cherry dip. I'm trying to make you be a star.
Oh, thanks, man. You're giving me the put over.
Yeah, you're closing it.
Nice.
Yeah,
that is the most adorable thing I've ever heard on your podcast.
He's a wonderful man. He's the wind beneath my wings. He deserves to go at the end.
Aww.
I'm mad that he's bummed out. I need to show you more fucking bro on bro love. Let you feel good enough to go have fucking ice cream on your own, my friend.
DJ Los is like, this is so gay. I'm never coming back.
Well, I mean, you got all those dicks in your background picture. What's going on back there?
Fuck,
like
it's
in
a
a
mall call. They
cityscape
want
on
their
acid.
airbrush back. Fuck you, Los.
See, look, he's defending you. He loves you.
I do love
man.
him. Your background looks like the back of a Don Jameson fan's jacket.
That's a deep cut. That's great if you get the reference.
They're all comedy fans. They get everything like that. They understand.
But I think it's the federal government. If we just would legalize all drugs, people could understand what they could take. You're teaching a bunch of kindergartners.
I mean, in Oregon, they did.
You need cocaine to be on their level. They're a bunch of annoying little kids. And it's kindergarten. So, like, if you fuck up, you're not fucking up badly. Your basic job is to make sure they don't bite each other or shit on the floor.
Guess what's better than cocaine, baby? Silk City hot sauce. So much better than cocaine, baby. You don't need cocaine when you got that sweet, sweet shit. It's the best. It's the greatest sauce there is. It's locally grown. A teacher could hide this in their room and the police would not arrest them. They throw a parade in their honor. Happy they have this shit. Bobby, I just ordered a bunch more Aztec Attack. I actually went to order one, and then our boys there were like, no, we're sending you a whole bunch because you love our shit, and we love you, and we love all these ads. So people keep saying to me, Pat, why are you ruining a sponsor by making ads every week about pedophiles and hermaphrodites and menadites and every other kind of person? Because those are people too sometimes. Not to me, but to some people they are. And they enjoy hot sauce.
They buy hot sauce.
They do. They have to because they can't go to the ice cream truck because they're not white males like Bobby. They're not allowed to be in the land. There's no gimmicks here. You see, like here, I'm right on the website here to show you.
No gimmicks.
This is no gimmick. First of all, sweet art. Look at that fuck. That's a tattoo, baby. Look at
That
that.
could
That
go on
looks
DJ
awesome.
Los's background.
Yeah. DJ Los is brought to you by Silk City Hot Sauce.
Promo code LOS.
That's the new one. Silk City Hot Loss. We got it right there. Every week on the new sauce. But dude, it's the easiest thing to fucking do. You just go to their fucking site. You go on there very easily. You go see all the kind of shit they got. We'll go right to the dumb shop. You go on there. They got all kinds of shit. They got you guys know Baron. You know who Aaron Berg is, right?
Yeah.
He's got his own sauce called Badass Jew. It's
That's
the
my
best
personal
fucking sauce there
favorite.
is. It's
When I
fucking
get a real
amazing.
fixin' for cocaine, instead of blowing my dealer for an 8-ball, I blow him instead for some Silk City hot sauce.
Yeah.
And
Listen.
in order to get the most bang for my buck, if you know what I'm saying, I use promo code POS, as in please, oh my God, stop sucking my dick.
Yeah.
POS.
When I'm going skiing, I really want some fire under my ass. That's why I like Silk City hot sauce.
Yeah. And by skiing, he means he's sitting between two dudes and jerking them off. But either way, don't grab cocks. Grab 2 bottles. There's a 2-pack right there. You grab those, you jerk those off for a little bit. Whatever you want. But that's
Now,
the thing.
$18.50 seems a little expensive, Pat. What could we do to save some money?
Oh, well, 2 things. One, we can get an ice cream truck. And then, But if you can't afford an ice cream truck and have a license, all you got to do is you go, you pick out what you want. Like, let's say right now, you want to get a 6-pack. You want to get a couple for yourself, give out to some friends. You click on that. You choose all the different ones you want to do. You're like right on there. You're like, fuck this. I'm going 6-pack style. There's this badass Jew. You click on all this shit. They give you all the types of sauces. You choose them. You get 6 of them. Boom. Look, they want you to really get Mango Madness, which they don't know why they're Chad Zoom out. They're fired up for him. But you don't got to get the Mango Madness.
You don't get that one. He's going to steal your wallet and buy it for himself.
He's going to do it anyway. But they got them all there. The Mango Madness, the Killer Hot, the Good Morning Jonestown, where there's no ingredients on the back. That's fucking awesome because it's Jonestown. Dragon, Bobby Biggs, who was just on last week, his Chipotle, Slurp, badass juice. Slurp's a good noise to make if you're sucking dick for cocaine.
Go for Silk City hot sauce.
In the new one, Just Joking Buffalo sauce, that's Kevin Dabrowski sauce. I ordered some of that to put on some wings. And
when are you getting a sauce
coming up? You buy 6 of these. Boom. When you're done with that, when you're ready to pay, there's a little thing that says coupon. You type in POS. You save 15% off all your bullshit right there. And that super art we saw, they send you those stickers. They send you some fucking sweet art. They give you a free bottle of cherry sriracha on top of that bullshit. You help support the show. You support dudes who support fucking all kinds of crazy comedy. We love them. And you fucking get some good sauce. Stay on the sauce and not like Lose's teacher. Stay off that sauce. Get on the other shit. Don't be like Mrs. Bailey, a stupid cunt. Be a good person. And get the sauce.
If you don't buy it, I'll kill myself.
Yeah, he's gonna
when
anyway. But
when are you getting your sauce, Pat?
Oh, well, I maybe down the road. We've talked. It takes a long time to make. Just like if I asked you two, just write a song for us right now. You'd be like, hey man, it takes time. We got it. It takes time.
This week's pitch is crazy kindergarten cocaine sauce.
Yeah.
All spelled with K's.
Oh, you know what it is? It's a sauce that keeps you wide awake while you eat ribs. Riblin. That's your new sauce. Riblin sauce. You take that. It's got all kinds of energy and like a monster energy inside the barbecue sauce. You stay awake forever. That's what it is.
Forever.
Riblin would be an awesome fucking sauce.
Have you ever thought, boy, these ribs need Adderall? Try Riblin barbecue sauce, new from Silk City hot sauce.
Well, it'd be more like this. You ever think, boy? Your whole mind's exploding.
Have you ever thought, wow, ribs make me tired?
I'd love to eat, but damn it, I'm always pooped after. How can I go mow the lawn after a fucking giant dinosaur rack of ribs?
Be the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, no shit, you fat fuck. Ribs are supposed to make you tired. That'd be the greatest ad for like a barbecue, like Jones barbecue sauce. You ever see that, like that commercial, whatever, that fake one? If he's singing that, he's like, yo, ribs make me tired, man. He's like, oh yeah, you want cocaine? Nah, I got Riblin. He just holds it. Oh, that'd be the shit.
Riblin, 30 milligrams.
Sometimes when I'm too tired after eating ribs, I can't go to the ice cream truck. This combines both experiences. Riblin.
How am I going to get up and get more ribs? Tired from eating all these ribs. I got extra ribs. Smoking cock. That's another sauce. You use it to cook like all kinds of poultry. You pour it on there. Like any kind of poultry you want to cook, you use that. Smoking cock sauce would be a fucking tremendous thing for turkey, Cornish game hens, whatever you got. Smoke that cock. See, we're doing all the ads for you. You're making a million things.
I heat. It's just weed infused.
Dude, you need to patent Riblin right now.
We gotta buy the Riblin website and sell Riblin right there. Boom.
There it is.
There he
There
is.
it is, DJ.
Sell it out, motherfucker. There it is. No, but Bobby, I like that high heat. You have a picture of like Randy Johnson throwing a fastball of cocaine at you.
I was thinking it was just me and it was weed infused hot sauce.
Yes.
Bobby Tamburo's high heat. Get you
Yes.
high. See, Red Baron's right up my alley, man.
Love
I'm gonna
it.
get you high and we're gonna go buy ice cream together after this, buddy. I just like how you giggle at all my jokes. This is gonna be awesome.
They take the cherry sriracha sauce, but they put your face crying and they call it cherry drip. Because just dumb tears coming down as you got your cherry ice cream. Like, I'm sad, but my food isn't.
I thought it was gonna be a picture of me after I fucked a girl and realized she was on her period. Oh no, it's the cherry drip.
Oh,
There we go.
that's better.
Right. Now try our new bat wing sauce. You'll cover your whole face. You'll just have a nice
Our new Red Wing sauce.
That's You don't even need hands. Just put your face in it like that. You're all set. That's all you do.
Just the back is just me puking and screaming, "Get it off! Get it off!"
It's limited batches. It comes out once a month.
Silk City, get on this. Every week we hand you gold. And by the way, they do watch every week, and they've said to me, please stop giving us sauce ideas. We can't keep up.
The Riblin. That shit is gold, bro.
Riblin, we all got to get together on that one. Riblin is a shit
Yes.
right there. That is something that nobody would want.
Have you ever thought ribs make me tired?
Dude, you're the spokesman.
Yeah, you are.
Right to you. Yo, you ever sit there and think, yo, ribs make me tired?
You're gonna be wearing overalls, just overalls for the shoot.
Right when you're about to eat one more rib, someone brings out potatoes. Now you're like, motherfucker, I'm never gonna leave. I need something to stay awake. Boom, Riblin.
Better yet, let's use your career too. It's just you dropping heat in the booth. You take a bite of the ribs and go, damn, these ribs make me tired. And I need some heat and to pick me up.
And then
Riblin.
some skanky ass thirsty hoe walks over and tries to grab your rib and you hit her with a shoe because that's what you have to do sometimes. You're like, get off my Riblin. It's like,
Get off my rib, ho.
Eat the cake. Eat the cake. It'll turn you into Bobby Brown. Silk City hot sauce.
you'll be singing like Whitney,
Oh,
dancing like Bobby.
you'll really be drowning in our sauce.
I believe the children are our future. Get them high and let them lead the way. That's all right. Final story. Man fills bowling ball with father's ashes, then rolls perfect game.
Yes.
Rose to this bowler in the sky.
Yes.
Following
That's
the
not
death of his
real.
father, John Hinkle Sr., son, John Jr., a two-time NCAA bowling champion, laced up to play one of the luckiest games of his life on April 12th. Using a ball that had been custom made with the ashes of his dad, the 39-year-old Western Illinois University bowler. I'm sure that college is really psyched about being named in this. Bowler set out to bowl the perfect game as a tribute, bringing his brother Joe with them to their hometown alley, Landmark Lanes in Peoria, Illinois. After the elder Hinkle died in 2016, John decided to honor his father by having the thumb hole of the ball filled with his dad's ashes.
The elder ankle sounds like some kind of bad arthritis.
Yes. Now I've got the elder Hinkle. His two-handed technique allows for only two fingers in the ball. He's doing two-handed technique,
Woo-hoo.
grandma style.
Woo!
Yeah, two in the pink, one in your dad.
Stink.
I was talking to my brother and told him I'm shooting a 300 with this ball. Hinkle, a Peoria Public Schools counselor, told public schools. It's getting sadder by the minute.
It all just comes back to schools and cocaine.
By the way, and his brother Joe's response was, "Do it." That's the quote by Joe.
Yes.
Now, what
Joe
it doesn't
didn't
tell
do
you in
shit.
the story is his father died in 2016. So he called his brother every weekend for 5 years and went, this is the day I'm bowling that 300. And his brother was
Do
like,
it.
do it.
He actually had a contract with Nike.
Oh my god.
Do
Which
it.
means for 5 fucking years, his mother was like, "You're not putting your dad in that bowling ball."
He's like, God damn it, Mom. If you don't let me put dad in this ball.
Some guy at the bowling alley is like, we just got to do it for him this time. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, he's like, just sit behind the thing, knock the fucking pins down. This sad sack of shit can't come in every
Hey,
Saturday and
Bobby?
throw another game.
Bobby, did you read the next line?
No.
Don had called it. I had tears in my eyes in the 11th and 12th frames, he said. I couldn't tell you where the last ball went. I had so many tears just throwing it.
Talk about really spinning out of control like the ball.
By the
As
way,
I-
this is the
As I
most
released the last throw, I realized my life no longer had a purpose, and I was only serving to bowl a 300 game with my dead dad's ashes.
and now for the most white people shit ever sentence. In a Facebook post immediately following his 12-strike streak, Don called it an epic night. I can't express what tonight means to me, he wrote. To who? Who the fuck's he writing? Bobby, if you need someone to get ice cream with, I got a guy.
Yeah.
To whom this may concern, I love my dad.
Sincerely.
Sincerely. Younger
I hope
John.
this letter finds you well.
Sure,
Puts it
Mr.
in a
Ankle. Tell
skip
me about the game
puts it
one more time.
The Division I bowler admitted he's bowled several 300-point games in his career, but this one meant a lot. Oh, brag. His dad, who introduced him and his brother to the sport, had never achieved a perfect score, and he finally did.
Oh, so his dad was awful, and he was just like, I got to redeem my dad.
You
It's
see,
special.
when Mom would give Dad visitation rights, he was allowed to take us to the bowling alley on Saturdays.
Supervised,
allowed him to
of
both
course.
drink and spend time with his kids.
Yeah, supervised at the bowling alley.
Supervised by his mother and his mother's new boyfriend, the football coach who used to beat them up for bowling. It's special. Oh, by the way, Bobby, this is how good he was. It's special. Dad would shoot a 298 or a 299. He just never got 300. I had goosebumps.
Damn.
I had chills. Hinkle said he was there. Brother Joe also joked, this makes up for so many nights growing up where we slept in a bowling alley while our parents were finishing league night.
What?
Well, they were finishing each other.
Who was the piece
Joe
of
said-
shit in this story? I don't know if there is one. But
I don't
Joe
think there
said-
is one.
Is it Joe?
Joe said,
Is it Joe for
I didn't have the
using
heart
this
to
get
tell him.
published? Oh, go ahead, Bobby.
Joe said, I didn't have the heart to tell him. On the 11th frame, the ball broke and the ashes actually ended up all down the lane. Dad still didn't hit that 300 score.
I hope on the 300th point it was disco night and the fucking lights went up and the ash came out of the ball and just flew up in the fucking air.
Yeah, it was like ashes and glitter, and the lights came on, and it was
And
fucking.
then the teacher from the last story, her face is in the hole of the ball and she's snorting the dad because she thought it was cocaine.
His dad comes out as just a ghost, and it's him in that bowling pose where the right foot's behind the left that they always throw, and he's like, "You did it, son," and then just disappears into the atmosphere.
Who's the piece of shit? Is it Joe? Because you know what? At the end of the day, this is a nice thing, except for the fact
Oh,
that
such
Joe-
a perfect background.
Yes. Joe is obviously trying to get people to talk about how he's a Division I bowler. Okay, and this is obviously all this is. This is a Frank would have loved this because this is a total prank scam thing. I don't even know if Dad was in that ball. I don't know if Joe's really his brother. This could have been a way to get eyes on this guy to be a bowler, sympathy, so we can get some weird documentary on Netflix that people will watch someday. Because white people, the only sport we have left is bowling. Maybe it was that. Is it Brother Joe trying to rock off quotes like he's Harriet Tubman? Do it. I had tears in my eyes. What the fuck is Joe doing? Joe didn't help at all. Joe's just there as the Rob Schneider to this guy's Adam Sandler, just going, just do it.
Let's do it.
You're nothing. You're not any good. You're just you're not even as cool as your bowling brother. That's the fucking worst.
That's lame.
Is the dad?
That's fucking lame.
Is the dad for not knowing how to lie to his kids? You never told them you got a 300. Lie to them. Why would you say that? Why would you make your kids go, I'm almost good enough to be your dad. I got a 299 and I slept in a bowling alley weirdly. That's strange. Is it the bowling alley for not naming a lane after this guy? Where do we hear that story? The dude died in your bowling ball. Or is it the people who took the ash? You know, Joe and his brother didn't do it. They don't have this responsibility. Some poor sap had to cremate this man and then put him in a bowling ball. I think they should have taken his dad's skull, put it in the ball like a glass ball, and had his face staring through it. That would have been cooler. Bobby, since you were upset before, now we'll go with you.
I think the piece of shit is the bowling family. Like if
First
you're
of all, worst sentence of all times. You're a bowling family.
Yeah, like that's the through line that keeps your family together. Bowling, like the white trash holiday outing, is what you do as your wholesome family activity every weekend. This is what you deserve if you raise your kids in a bowling alley. Is your finest moment is being dead inside a bowling ball to roll a 300 game. They're
Dude, the
all
skull
pieces
ball,
of shit.
the skull ball would have been so much better.
Yeah, but they're not. They're bowlers. They're not cool. They didn't think that far ahead. If it was a metal guy or a rapper or DJ, like, yeah, we're doing cool shit. But no,
Yeah.
it's
But Bobby, you're saying that, but there are people in the world that think that is cool. You know what I mean? So somewhere that guy,
You know what I call
that
people
game,
like that, Pat? Not cool.
right?
That's my decision. If you think that's cool, I don't think you're cool. I don't want to associate.
Says the guy
and I'm with
sucking
you
on
on
a
it.
cherry dip
Now, I can
ice
admit,
cream.
you cherry dip motherfucker. It's like
They
I
probably
can admit,
ate cherry dip with the ashes of their dad in it.
when I was a kid, when I was young. I not only owned my own bowling ball, I had my own bowling shoes. We would go to the duck pin lanes, those little balls, and I had a blue marbly one, and I actually tried to play in a league. And I remember we went to the league because I was like tired of playing little league as a kid. I was like 7 or 8, whatever, or t-ball, whatever it was.
You're tired? Did you just eat ribs?
I just ate ribs and I'm exhausted. I need t-balling in. That's I need to stay awake. Instead of an 8-ball, let's do t-ball. That's how you stay awake for that one. I remember I showed up and saw that everybody was like a fat kid who couldn't breathe. And I'm like, I'll go play t-ball. And I never played in the league. It's how quick you win. It was done that day. So yeah, they're not cool.
That's when you became a comedian, when you signed up for duck pin bowling.
I was
You were
I
like,
can use this someday on a podcast.
I'm going to have to defend myself.
Los, who's the piece of shit?
I'm going to smoke all these fatties and laugh about it in 20 years.
Oh man, the whole family, like the parents, for the fact that they made them sleep in a bowling alley.
Yeah. I mean, I know they were taking that. They didn't like have to go to bed there, but like, yeah, they fell asleep there. Like my dad, when we were kids, he would bring us, when he was drinking a lot, he'd bring us to a bar he worked at with his friends, and we'd fall asleep in the back. But that was cool. It was a bar. And they were feeding us like weird pretzels and chips and shit. We were drunk men would go tell you bad jokes you shouldn't have heard. You don't want to sleep. Well, you don't want to wake up as a kid in a bowling. You know that moment when you're a kid and you wake up and you're like, where am I? Because you're usually being carted around a car. You just wake up in a bowling alley. That's got to be what like all Epstein's women felt like when they woke up somewhere. They're like, holy shit, where am I? This is creepy.
How do you like, fall asleep in a bowling alley?
When they were like waking up and they're in like a plane, they're like, at least it's not a bowling alley. You know what I mean? Like, it could be worse.
Speaking of things you hear from drunk people way too young, the first time I was ever at our new home when we moved to New York, my stepdad was trashed out of his mind, and it was just me and him, and he was sitting there talking to me, and he was like, you know what, Tom? He's like, if a girl ever wants to fuck you and she's on her period, then do it.
How old were you?
I was like 14.
Nice. He's like, yeah, just do it.
Just do it. They'll love you forever.
That was him channeling his brother Joe. Do it. That means when he was 14, he turned down Bloody Puss. And he was like, I could have got laid. He didn't get laid for like 3 more years. Like, dude.
How do you think he got his nickname? The Red Baron.
Oh!
Take that advice to heart.
So, Baron, who's the piece of shit?
I'm gonna go with Los. Probably the parents.
It's brother Joe.
I mean, I don't think he's a piece of shit. I think he's a lame ass.
He's a piece of shit. He couldn't even come up with the thing. He's just the other guy in this shit story.
No, he tries to distance himself from his nerdy ass family. He's like, yeah, you go do it, buddy. Have fun bowling. I put that in the past.
Crying there.
No, the guy who threw the ball was crying.
No, Joe.
Oh, Joe was crying.
Joe said he couldn't
that changes
see.
a lot.
I
thought Joe got it out.
No, Joe's crying too. They were all crying.
Oh, I thought the bowler was crying.
Imagine going to you just go to the bowling alley with your friends. Your friends are like, hey, it's cheap pitcher night. Why don't we go?
And then they're just crying in the corner. What the fuck?
Having a fucking moment with a bowling ball, and they're all talking to it and going, I love you, Dad. You're like,
he's at 270 on that last frame, getting ready to throw the ball. You just run and throw one before him and gutter ball it on purpose. Not today, fucko.
Riblins for the win.
Sorry about this, bitch.
Oh man,
I would have done that, and I would have not beat him at 299. I would have made it so I hit just one and left it right there, and then I would have taken my dad ashes and poured it on a urinal cake because that's where it deserved to be, right there. So another bowler could just piss on it. It could finally smell better than it usually does.
Oh.
That's how I would have left it.
You had
That's
some unresolved daddy issues there, Pat.
No,
Yeah,
my
sounds
dad
like
didn't take me bowling. He was nice to us. My dad would pick on the three of us on the weekends. We would all sit in the front seat with no seatbelts and take turns. And then we get the good one got to sit up front and hold the 6-pack for him and hand him beers. That's way more fun than fucking bowling. And then we would pretend like we were Chewbacca and he was Han Solo. So we got to work the radio and the lighter. So when he had to smoke, we would pull the lighter out and go, here you go. And we were Chewbacca. We were running it. I'm not gonna have to do that. My dad doesn't drink anymore, but my dad taught me a song when we were kids. We used to go, and we'll end the show on this. We'd go to a convenience store, and he would get a 6-pack and some smokes, and we would get a candy and then like a drink. And there was a woman there that was disgusting. We were little kids, and this is where I got my sense of humor. My dad would go, "Oh, that lady's name is Mrs. Warthog." He fucking convinced us her name was that, and then he taught us a song to the tune of Frere Jacques that we would sing on the way there.
Mrs. Warthog.
Mrs. Warthog, she's so fat. She's so fat. Isn't she retarded? Isn't she retarded? She eats her cat. Meow. She eats her cat. And then we would walk into the convenience store with my dad and we would hum it at this woman. And years later, all I thought was that woman was like, who the fuck were those French kids that would come in every week?
Fucking frogs that would come into the convenience store.
And I'm buying baseball cards and a fucking cream soda. And I'm like, yeah, you fucking fat bitch. So yeah, and my brother and I would say, if my dad died, my brother and I would get in a car with my sister. We would drive to that convenience store, and my brother would look at me and go, do it. That's what he would do, because that's what you do. And then we'd all cry. That's what you do. Guys, thank you so much for being on. Plug yourselves. Baron, where can people hear your guys' shit? Where can they follow you? All that stuff.
I got my music and available Spotify, iTunes, everywhere.
And if you're not listening to him, man, you're stupid.
Me and Los have a podcast.
Los, real quick, I'm gonna say, I told you this, Baron. I said with Los there. I liked your shit before, but you two together, man, that shit fucking works. You guys make sense. That music, I listen to on 2 of my Spotify playlists. I'm listening to shit all the time. You guys are fucking awesome, man. I hope people check you out.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
And I know you're a rocker, so it definitely like it
just
means
for money.
More.
Just for money. I faked that classic rock shit real good. I got Google in front of me every Sunday, yo. I gotta search it all the time. Like, what do I know about Seether? Nothing. Los, where can they follow you?
On all platforms. I'm streaming everywhere. DJ Lack of Sleep. You can follow me anywhere at DJ Lack of Sleep. I don't know if Baron plugged himself. It's spelled THA Red Baron.
People that know this show know that shit.
They know that shit, right? He's been on a bunch of times.
Yeah.
They know because Frank always goes, the. By the way, DJ Lack of Sleep, I hope you're not mad at our Riblin that's going to keep you awake forever now.
Nah, man, that shit's classic. You really got to do that because I could imagine like a fat Patrice O'Neal motherfucker being like, you get tired every time you eat some ribs?
You know how mad they would be when they found out it was just white dudes on a podcast coming up with Riblin? Like, fuck you. That shit's canceled real quick. What do you know about ribs? I'm like, not much.
I grew up in Memphis, motherfucker. Come at me. I know everything about ribs.
Yeah, we got that shit. Yeah, I grew up in Cheshire, Connecticut. Come at me. Bobby.
Check out the Eastside Dave Show with Roy Harder every Tuesday at 7:30 on Compound Media. Check out How Could You Forget About 420 and How Could You Forget About 2020 or How Could You Forget series hosted by me and Luby Popovich, also on Compound Media.
That's it?
That's what I got, Pat.
Do it.
Appreciate it. Go support Silk City Hot Sauce. They're the fucking best. They support us. We support them.
I gotta try that shit.
It's fucking, dude, it's great. Even if you don't like super heat, if they have heat stuff, but if you don't like heat, there's so much fucking flavor in it. I wish I was just saying that because they're sponsoring it, but they really are good dudes. And I don't ever eat hot sauce. Every Saturday morning, I'll make an egg sandwich and I add a little acid attack to the scrambled egg. It brings flavor out to fucking all kinds of shit, dude. It's fucking crazy, but it's really good. Try it out. Use the promo code and give it to your friends, and then give it to some lady and she'll suck your dick for sauce. For sauce, yo.
It probably tastes better than Dad's ashes on it.
Yeah. Oh, imagine that. That's what they should do. Somebody should ask Silk City if they can put their dad's ashes in a sauce.
Silk City should say no. That's cannibalism.
Or in the glass bottle.
Yeah. But why is it cannibalism? They're not around anymore.
You're eating a human. It's the equivalent of eating smoked ribs. You're just smoked flesh. Yeah, it's just more smoked.
No,
It's
but it's
like
all ground
all
down.
the
It's
way
nothing
from-
but soot. It's your dad's
Yeah.
soot.
It's your dad's soot, man. That's
Yeah,
fucking
soot.
weird.
Soot
Daddy's
foot.
soot. That's the new sauce.
It's soot foot. We rub it on a pig's foot and you eat it. Soot foot. Get out the soot foot. Follow us on YouTube, Pat Oates YouTube channel. Go on there, subscribe to that. Go to our Patreon. Bobby and I are going to be starting yet another POS. This will be POS Retro. Old ass stories from a long time ago. We'll be shitting on that. That'll be exclusively to the Patreon. You can be checking out our other show, POS Retail. We love that you guys check us out every week. Baron, Los, thank you guys so much for being on.
We'll have to
appreciate
have
it.
you guys on Rapper and the DJ.
Definitely. We definitely
Ooh.
want to come on. That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, we got a show together, the rapper and the DJ.
yeah,
How
I
do
was
you
wondering
say
when you guys
that?
were going to promote the show you have together.
Yeah.
Kind of the
forget
whole
about that
purpose of
sometimes.
doing this. But okay, showing your guys' chemistry
Yes.
and how good you are together. And you're like, oh yeah, we forgot we had a show.
Yeah, we just have comics on there and we talk about music with them.
You've had some awesome comics on.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sean Patton, Mike Cannon, Liz Mealy, Tim Butterly,
Rich Voss.
Rich Voss. Yep.
You had some
I'm
good
sure he
ones
was
and
happy
Rich
that-
Voss. That's cool.
Yeah, because I mean,
I'm
he-
kidding.
he-
Voss is awesome.
Yeah.
Voss sauce. How they not have Voss
I'm
sauce?
a big fan of the Frank Sinatra. Okay, Frankie Sinatra.
Nah, it's Bruce Springsteen and Boss Sauce.
There you go.
Shash.
Your fat mom, the Hoss
Did I
sauce.
say shash?
It's-
Bosh shash.
Guy, thanks so much. And Bobby.
Remember, buy tickets to May 8th, Larry Bear's live taping at the Dojo of Comedy.
No, we're
East.
not promoting Larry B anymore. He's stealing it.
Do it.
Larry, I love you. We got to get Larry back on soon too.
I'm on
Please
that
do
show.
Buy tickets to the Larry show with Bobby and
Support Blaine Shutt. He's fighting in a Bellator preview. Good guy. And remember,
Oh,
guys,
nice.
don't be a piece of shit.
don't support some fight guy. Fuck off.